Yo, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back today to another video. In today's video, I went 53-3, 20 finals, 28k damage. Accuracy is a little bit low though at 38, but hey, it was a long game, bro. A little Psylocke v Psylocke game. If you guys enjoyed the video, all I ask is that you drop a like and a sub, follow on Twitch, and feel free to join the Discord. I've been doing like a little bit more coachings in there. Kind of fire. Enjoy the video. All right, so I start main. Usually I like to start left side, but I thought I heard their Psylocke like somewhere. I just didn't know where. So then like I start making my way left. I see Panther. And I'm like, bro, I already know what kind of game this is going to be. So right here just trying to poke because I feel like I lost a little bit of time like looking for the Panther, trying to figure out where their Psy was. So now I'm sitting here. I don't think the Panther had any more mobility right there. Going back to poking, trying to farm up some ult charge. They're on solo tank. So one of the things that I like to do on solo tank is pressure that solo tank. We also don't have a tank. We are playing Angela frontline. I don't know what we're doing. Look at this comp. But I kind of just take the height. I'm trying to poke and pressure out the supports. I like taking 1v1s against Lokis, or I just like pressuring Lokis because you can force out the lamps, so I get a pick on their backline. And so because of that, it forces their team to like have to walk back. Now they're on cap. So because they're on cap, I want to carry my backline like a little bit more. Usually the way that I approach like ranked games, I don't really trust my teammates at all. Unless I have a duo. Or I'm playing with someone that I know. Other than that, I don't trust my team at all. Okay, so now they swapped their comp to 2-2-2. They're playing mag cap frontline, which I think is really good. Bucky obviously is a really good DPS. And right here, like I'm feeling myself. I'm some would say overextending, but like mag is now staggered. Like I said, I feel confident. I get the shield spam, which is like pretty fire. I didn't take damage, but still like invis shield right there. I want to help my Angela. They use Loki shift. And now just over here like pressuring the cap a lot. If I pressure cap a lot, cap can't go to my backline. Now I'm just playing this off angle until someone looks at me. Once I take a decent amount of damage, I go ahead reposition back my team. We pop invis ult. We pop Punisher ult. So now I'm kind of just trying to shoot whoever like the Punisher is shooting. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of does like inflate the stats a little bit. I heard Loki TP. And now just breaking the clones. And right now, like it's feeling like a steamroll, I can't lie. And we're still playing a bad comp, by the way. I feel like people in ranked are always like, at least at certain ranks, they're like, yo, like our comp is bad, blah, blah, blah. I feel like a lot of ranked games, the comp is bad. Like we have no tank. Angela's our tank. I heard like Psy behind, but I was waiting to see like where Psy was. But I know Psy was behind my team. So I'm kind of like staying back, waiting for the Psy to like pop up. Because I know I heard the Psy. The Psy is somewhere. So I'm just trying to poke, get some ult charge. But I'm still looking for the Psy. And now there she is. I see the Psy. And then we take this 1v1. I saw the cap is low, so I'm trying to just put some shots into the cap. They use Luna ult, we use Rocket ult, and we use Moon Knight ult. So we kind of use a lot of ults. I think I will try to see if I can find an ult, but we also did use like a lot of ults. So I dashed up, saw both the supports, and I was like, yeah, my ult is pretty free. So that's why I popped my ult, even though like we had already used 2. So now I'm just playing like up. Like I'm feeling good. I'm telling you, I'm feeling good right now. Just poking. Another thing too is if like you play up, I feel like sometimes people aggro you instead of focusing playing cart. Now I don't have invis, so I'm just trying to stack in the Psy ults. I get res though. Shout out Rocket, but I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of like a bad res. We need to regroup. Like this is a regroup angle. I don't know how our Rocket's gonna survive being over there. All right, so we make it back with our team. I don't know what this Moon Knight ult was. I'm taking this side. We match invis with invis ult. I'm trying not to charge the mag ult because we used Punisher ult and invis. I don't want my Punisher or invis to die, but one of them died. I was trying to help out my Angela, but then I heard Strange Roll. I'm trying to look and see like who got stunned. Did anyone get stunned? So they doubled on support ults. They use Cap and Cloak ult. We use Rocket ult. So I'm just here like farming my ult. Trying to position for a good ult. Trying to see like is it worth ulting. And here I have an ult. Didn't really get too much value. But still got a couple of picks. Got a pick on the side. And now it's a get out angle. But like when I try to get out, I try to shoot so I can get my cooldowns back. They swapped their comp again. Their tank went to DPS. And I think their DPS went to tank. But I've played a couple of matches with and against this Spider-Man. He's pretty good. I'm trying to look at these DPS. Trying to see like, can I catch a flank? I'm trying to look at whoever's behind the supports or not in the support ults. Now I see Cap in my backline, so I'm just trying to deal with this Cap. I hear Spider-Man. And this is when it turns into one of those games, right? You can't just dive. Like you can't just always go for engages. I like to check and see if my backline is alive. Like are they dying? Like is someone pressuring the backline? This team kind of locked in at the last second. The Cap was too overextended for the HP that he had. So we should be able to walk here, but we're down our tank. Even though we don't have a tank. So I'm probably going to look for an ult soon. Unless another DPS or like we use a support ult. Okay, so we use Punisher ult. I see Strange up here, so that tells me that he's going to look for an ult. So let me pressure him to get him out of here. I'm also trying to ping this guy. Nice on the Punisher. So even though we used Rocket ult, we used Invis ult. So because we used both of our support ults, I used my ult to try to force out their support ult, and it did force out the Cap ult. Right here, like I knew we won at this point. Cap comes back with the touch. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trolling like this. I'm legit trolling. I thought we had like capped already. Now just trying to shoot whoever's like on cart. I see like my other DPS are not focused on the Cap, so I focus the Cap. I'm trying to play outside of the Invis ult so my supports can see me instead of just silhouettes. Trying to look at the Spider-Man because I don't want this guy on my backline. And now I look at Invis. They're down a DPS. They're down both of their DPS. Invis jumps. I don't know where Invis is, but if Invis is focused on me, she's not focused on healing the team. And now they see 9. A good Angela ult. So then again, I like to play this right side. I asked my Invis to put the shield on me. So like if I take damage or whatever, I can just walk back to the shield. So W Invis. See, I can just pull up to the shield and I can like poke right here. The shield broke. All good. And now Spider-Man is coming to mark me. We have 2 tanks now, which is good. We got off of Moon Knight. I knew the side was somewhere on the flank, so I just went to go mark the side. They use Soul Bond, so I'm kind of just poking. Spider-Man going to my backline again. I don't want this guy to be on my backline, so I always try to turn and look at him. I probably should try to play the high ground a little bit more. I saw the Psylocke 1. I'm not sure if my 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸 saw that. But yeah, right here I play in the Invis ult because I know I can just turn around and go back to my rocket ult. So right here, just looking at backline, looking at whoever is out of the support ult. I hear my mag ult, so I'm trying to break the armor on the Luna, so my mag ult can get value and get the pick on the Luna. I hear Spider-Man, go back to my backline. Just always try to look at Spider-Man. And right here, I just pop an ult. I know they don't have soul bond, so I just pop my ult, force their whole team like back or out of my ult. I'm in a bad position by being so far up right there, but it's okay. I have mobility. I can go back to my team. Now just always looking at the Spider-Man. I pop my Invis to not... Okay, so this is kind of big brain, right? I pop my Invis in the Invis ult, but because I only saw my Invis in the ult, I got out of Invis, so the Psy ult doesn't kill my Invis. That's game. Now just poking Mag. Mag is 1, but I hear Spider-Man behind me, so I'm just always trying to look at Spider-Man. Like, we have 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸, but honestly, I don't feel like 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭 is anti-dive. So people will say that 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭 is anti-dive, but I feel like the only thing anti-dive about 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭 is his squids and if he can hit the right click. Other than that, like, if he wastes bubble, he can get dove relatively easily. I'd rather have a Bucky as anti-dive, I can't lie. I didn't want my rocket to die, but it is what it is. I feel like I should probably try to match the dive a little bit more with my Angela, looking back at this. But in turn, if I match dive with my Angela, that means I have to trust my 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭. And do I trust my 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭? That is the real question. So I see both the supports. Invis has jump. I try to look at Adam with the res. We use rocket ult. So now let me just try to farm my ult back. Let me shoot Mag because Mag is an easy target, but I also hear Spider-Man in my backline. Now follow up with the lowest HP target with my Thing ult, which was huge. Now we're up. They have like 30 seconds left. Is this going to be a classic? I hear Spider-Man again. Gotta shoot Spider-Man because I don't want my supports to die. I'm just trying to poke, play up. 19 seconds left. Is this going to be a classic? Let's see. I hear the Psylocke ult. I'm getting scared from my backline, but I see my backline survive. I try to position in a safe spot so my supports can heal. Rocket gets picked by Spider-Man. Is this going to be a classic? We now only have one support. I'm not trying to charge the Mag ult, but that was a nice guess on the Mag, I can't lie. And it's a classic. We waste 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘰𝘸 ult. Personally, I would rather have a Bucky into a comp like this than a 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭. I mean, I guess you could combo 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭 ult with rocket ults. Okay, so they are now on triple support. I hear Spider-Man. I'm trying to help out with Spider-Man. Oh, my part of my backline is gone now. So now it's like, let me chill. I mean, I'll try to go like too crazy, but this Mag is also taking a lot of damage. I'm just trying to help my tanks like pump damage into the Mag. And then they used soul bond, so that's why I had ulted, because they had used soul bond. But I probably should have let my Thing ult first. So now just looking at the Spider-Man more, he's not getting healed because he's behind his supports, and I'm just playing behind. Get the pick on the Atom. All right, let me get back to my team because they're gonna start looking at me now. Sure, I use both my dashes, but I know I'm not going to go for like a dive anytime soon. So that's why I use both my dashes. I know I'm in a safe spot, like I reposition to a good spot in front of my supports. So we end up winning this fight. Now I'm just waiting. I hear Spider-Man. I'm looking to see like what can I shoot. I shoot Mag because Mag is up. They're also on solo tank Mag. They use the 𝘍𝘰𝘭𝘭𝘭𝘠 ult, Usually I would like to say to follow up with the more ults. I got Adam 1, but that mag boop was big. I get low HP, so I try to go back to my support, see what's going on with them. I see Spider-Man and Psylocke in my backline. And now just trying to clean up the fight at this point. No more Adam. Both of their supports right here. This time I waited for my thing to ult, because personally I wasn't going to use my ult right there for 2 supports when we're already up like how many. So now I try to be big brain right here. I knew they were going to use strange ults. I mean portal. What am I talking about? Strange ult. They used portal and it forced out the invis ult, but they didn't even get to touch. So yeah, at the end of the game, these are the stats. Other team was kind of just playing mystery heroes, I feel like, but like overall my team did pretty good. Like they were locked. They were locked. We were on solo tank Angela with 3 DPS, but then we locked in. We went 2-2-2. We win. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, all I ask is that you drop a like and a sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. This team kind of locked in at the last second. The cap was too overextended for the HP that he had. So we should be able to walk here, but we're down our tank, even though we don't have a tank. So I'm probably going to look for an ult soon, unless another DPS or like Weezer support